Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be doing my presentation on anorexia nervosa, or as I will refer to as just anorexia. What anorexia is an eating disorder that is very common, and it's the most common one when we think of eating disorders. And what anorexia does is it manipulates the mind where people are not happy with their bodies, where they starve themselves. It could be over-exercise. One common thing that people don't understand about anorexia is that everyone who has anorexia isn't always skinny. So many people have this image in their mind where they believe that someone who has anorexia is going to be very thin and frail, when in reality, people of all shapes and sizes can have anorexia, and both genders can have anorexia. So even though reported cases are 9 out of 10 women, we still can see it in men. A lot of cases too go unreported and untreated, which is a very big problem. So looking at some of the side effects of anorexia, the short-term kind of ones that you would see during the disease is hair loss, weakness, fatigue. You would see usually higher heart rate because the body is working harder. And then there's long-term effects, which can be strain on the heart muscles and can actually lead to serious heart problems. There can be muscular and skeletal problems that can occur because the body loses so much of its strength that it really just beats down on it. A lot of people don't understand these side effects. Continued hair loss, thinned hair through life. So moving forward, we have to talk about who is the target population for this campaign. And for my target population, I chose young women, specifically teenage women, women between the ages of 12 or 13 to about 20, 21. And the reason I chose this age was because it's a very impactful age, and it's an age that we as young women look to others for guidance and for understanding of our bodies. So that is my target population. In my paper, I kind of discussed that really this campaign can be taken in and understood by anyone, but that's who specifically it's directed towards. And I also wrote about how the campaign would be directed through Instagram and the problems with Instagram. Most of my research was done around the effects that Instagram has on the promotion of eating disorders, and how the app itself and other social media platforms have done very little to control it or kind of take a hit on it. I was writing about the problem with editing, girls editing their photos, guys too, but specifically influential women like Kylie Jenner, as you will see in my messages, have caused a real problem for young girls thinking that there's this false reality that they can't be and that they have to starve themselves, that they have to over-exercise, that is influential on the development of these eating disorders. So I'm going to get into my messages real quick and show you. So I posted both my messages on Instagram. That was my form of communication once again, because it's a very easy way to reach women of my age. I'm 19 years old, so I'm myself am included in this group. So my first one here, it shows a picture of Kylie Jenner, and on the right here you can see it's her natural body, but then there's also her photo that she edited on Instagram to make herself seem better. And this is the wrong idea that's been going around, is that you have to be this hourglass shape to be perfect. And so for my second one, this is kind of a moving graphic. I'm going to restart it real quick so you can see it. It says your body does not define you, and then it has contact the National Eating Disorder Hotline on the bottom, which you couldn't really see. But overall, the goal of my campaign is to fight against this message that to be beautiful you have to be skinny, that you have to lose weight, that you have to have this ideal shape that these influencers put out, when in reality, Instagram, all these social media platforms are putting on this false reality that we shouldn't follow by and that we should call out for having such a great effect. I wrote too that since social media has become prevalent, we've seen a parallel increase in cases of eating disorders and eating disorder behavior as well. So once again, the goal is to just kind of diminish this and crush this idea that social media is like this thing that this law that we have to abide to. We have to look like these women, we have to be like them, when in reality, it's all just fake. So that is it for my campaign.